is Kay Spacely, and today you will be joining me on my second attempt of dyeing my synthetic wig. Now, if you're new here, I do everything DIY, whether it's from self-care to doing hair stuff to doing candles, anything you could think of. If it's a project that comes to mind, I'm gonna do it. So if you want to join along, of course, subscribe to my channel, hit the bell for notifications for new Space Cadets videos. And if you love this video, then hit me with a like. Let's get into it. So for this wig, this was my first attempt at dyeing a synthetic wig. I went with these two dyes together, and I mixed them together versus doing two separate baths. So for today's wig, I'm gonna try the technique of two separate baths. So I'm gonna do this purple and this pink because I want it to be like a bright purple on the warm side of things. For the color wheel, if it's too cool, it will wash me out. So I'm hoping this pink will get us over on that side. But what I'm gonna do is do just a little bit of this purple for like 30 minutes and then throw that water out, come in with this pink for another 30 minutes and see what color I get. I feel like layering the color might give me a closer result that I want. I'm not too sure because again, this is my second attempt, but we will see. I have the water boiling on the stove right now. The instructions say that it has to get to up to 200 degrees or greater. The wig is safe up to 400. So we're okay there. This is the wig details, just so that you have it for yourself if you want to pick it up. Okay, and this is the wig itself. You can see after putting it on the stove to color how these waves kind of fall. I also don't mind hair being straight. You know what I mean? So I didn't try to do any like finger curls or like using the little flexi rods. I didn't try that after dyeing it. I was just happy it was over with. So you probably can recreate these. I just didn't. But this is the wig, and I'm keeping it the same wig so that I can see the difference from the one or two variables that I tweak versus getting different wigs. And then I'm like, I don't really know like if the technique is what changed it or the unit is what changed it. You get what I mean? So for this, we are just going to dip again, and I'm gonna try this unit with every color I want, and then we can move on to other units. You dig? Let's hit the kitchen. All right, let's test our water temp. We are at 213. So I poured out how much dye I want, and I added some water to it just so that when I add the dye into this, it can evenly disperse through the water in the pot. And I will swiftly put this in the sink so I don't spill dye all over my floor and cabinet like I did the last time. Right, so now that it's all mixed together, I don't see any like clumps or anything. I'm gonna now introduce the wig into this. I've already soaked the wig in warm water, and I'm just taking my time adding it in because my main goal is to not mat my wig, like to frizz it up with stirring. So even though I'll be in here every 5 minutes to stir the wig to make sure the color is coming in consistently, I'm trying my hardest not to disturb the wig fibers. So we'll be back every 5 minutes. Now that the 30 minutes is up, I'm pouring out the water, rinsing out the dye from the wig itself, and getting the water ready for the pink dye. The purple dye did not give me a hard time with rinsing out. I started with warm water, moved my way down to cool water. I really just wanted to ensure that all the purple dye was out of the way so the pink dye has enough room to do its thing. We're at the range, so I'm going to add in my pink now. All right. Same for this one. I'm gonna keep it in for 30 minutes and I'm gonna stir each time. I just wanna see if layering will work or if I needed to just mix it in better in the first go. So I will be back with that answer. At first, I wasn't sure if it was working, but right here is when I saw the pink starting to attach to the wig. That's why you gotta trust the process, because you might feel crazy as it's happening, but then it comes out exactly as you want it. This is the purple I was going for the first time, and now I know I just need to do 2 separate dye baths to get that purple. It's literally just layering colors to get that hue that you want specifically. But at this point, I'm just doing the same thing I did before, just warm water first, and then moving to cool water to make sure all of the dye pigments are out, so there's no bleeding later on when I install the unit. And I really did like how this unit came out this time. The first time my wig came out so crazy. So I was feeling much better having the color I wanted and seeing the wig fibers not being as disheveled as my first wig was. Now that all of the dye is rinsed out, I'm preparing my wig to sit in a nice little conditioning stage. The last time I did my wig, I did not do this and there was such a difference, but I am using silicone mix. I applied it all throughout the wig. I did like a light little finger detangling, not too much, because I'll do all the detangling after this has sat in the wig. But I left it in this little baggie for about 2 hours, and it changed the game completely. Now look at this. You see how lovely this looks? Like, yeah, sure, there's a little bit of brushing and combing that's happening afterwards, but it's just pleasant. It's not a matted ball, and we love that. All of the tangles are out, so it's time to rinse out the silicone mix from the wig, and I'm going to put it on my wig stand so that it can air dry. it's a few days after since my wig dried that I'm now installing it. I'm using the Frontal Queen's It's Giving Laid and Slayed. I like this wig adhesive just because, one, it doesn't have that chemical feeling. Two, it immediately starts working as soon as you put it on. I like to just put some on, blow dry, put some on, blow dry, and I do that around the perimeter of my face. And then once that's done, I'll put the wig band to hold it down for about 20 minutes. Now, let me tell you something. I have not been in the same vicinity with a hot comb since I was a kid, okay? So it feels a little crazy plugging this in. I got it off of Amazon for a cool 20, but I'm just like, okay, let me just not hit the back of my neck. It really wasn't too bad at all. I like just doing a good pass through just to make sure that the synthetic fibers, if there's any chance of balling up, that I just, take care of that. Ooh. That right there, that brought me back to a time, boy. Ooh. Ooh, that was scary. Okay. Huh. So that is how I got this wonderful purple. I'm really happy with the results. I would say two things. One, doing the two separate dye baths definitely got the color I wanted. So it's all about layering color, I'm realizing, because that purple and pink looked kind of crazy, but now we're here. I'm like, okay, I get it. So I love that change that I made. The second change that I loved was the silicone mix. It changed the game because when the wig comes out from the pot, it looks crazy. It's just a possum, a mangled possum, and it's your mangled possum. But when you take it out the pot and you got a silicone mix, all you gotta do is put it in a plastic bag, put the silicone mix on it, go about your day, come back, and it's lovely, it's silky, it's elegant, it's giving everything that we need. So definitely pick that up. If you're gonna do this, make sure you have the silicone mix. Yes, using the steamer did bring the wig back, but it was extensive. Why do that when you could just do the deep condition with the silicone mix? You know what I mean? But if you like doing the steamer, do what you like. But those two changes changed my outcome completely. I'm very happy with this. I'm gonna try this again, obviously, in the future. But if you liked this video, of course, hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't as of yet, and hit the notification bell. It's been a pleasure. I'll see you on my next one.